So I was going to show you. I made a little bit of a mess, okay? A little bit of a mess with my bushes. So I'm going to show you the mess I made. Before you say anything, it's going to grow back. Oh, excuse my hair. I just got out of the shower. I let it air dry. So, and I didn't comb it, okay? I admit it. I didn't comb my hair. Okay, mira, look. Check this out. Just sorry to say I got a little overboard with the chopation of it all. Well, see, what happened was this was my intent, was this one right, this beautiful bush right here, this beautiful one right here was the plan. Okay, this was already pretty much dead, so I had to cut everything. Okay. So when I got here, okay, look how long the things have gotten. So all this, like, I had to even it out, right? And then I was trying to straighten it out, and then I went a little bit too far. Okay, and this is what we have. And these are the other guys over here. Yes, I know they're kind of, not straight, but that's okay. They'll grow back. They look better than what they were. Okay, so we're gonna look at the positive side of things. Okay. And I also wanted to talk to you guys about something. Okay. All right. So, okay, a long time ago, a lot of you probably don't know because y'all don't follow me on Facebook, and a lot of y'all didn't see my little spats I used to have on the Facebook, okay? But this one time, I was telling people, I'm telling you, like, I know what I'm talking about, like, I'm not lying, I'm telling you the truth, blah, 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 and I had a setback, or 2, or 5, or 10, okay? And I said, I'm going to show y'all how I get out of this situation, because people were trying to give me advice on paying attention to my children and not to be in a gang, and giving me advice about God, and, just a lot of these innocent angels, just, these perfect, human beings that were over here, giving me advice on life and whatnot. Like I haven't lived here on my own for all these years, and so I'm like, look, I'm an adult. I'm perfectly capable of getting myself out of situations, and a lot of people were assuming things about me that were not true. Okay, I think it's safe to say that. I think it's safe to say that. Okay, so so I said, instead of talking down on me, because people were thinking I was SOL, I was about to lose everything. So people were giving me this, unsolicited advice that I didn't even ask for. And, instead of talking down on me, why don't you just send me some support? Like, oh, you're in my prayers, or how are you doing? Slide into my DMs. Of course, nobody did that. Everybody was just, it was a free-for-all on the internet. Everybody was telling me what I need to do, what I should have did. Oh, you're so dumb. Why did you do this? Whatever. So I was like, what are you people talking about? Like these people really thought I was stuck like Chuck. They really did. And I'm like, what are you even talking about? Like, they had it all the way twisted, all the way wrong. They were wearing their thong backwards, okay? And I'm like, what are y'all talking about? But that's because they were listening to rumors and they were assuming things about me that were not true, okay? So why do we, in that situation, rather than just send, well wishes to people, why do we crucify people and hang them on the cross? Like, why do we do that as a society, as a community? Like, why would we do that to somebody? I don't understand it, because I've never been the type, okay? So I had a lot of trouble obtaining employment, okay? A lot. Like, I literally got hired at 8 different jobs, and they just kept kept me like dangling the carrot like right in front of me, like, oh yes, you're hired, but never actually gave me a start date. So I vowed that day, whoever, I was gonna go apply at fucking McDonald's, because they were like at what, $22 an hour by that time, and excuse me, I'm not afraid to work anywhere, you know yeah, the jobs that I wanted hired me, but they didn't actually start me for whatever reason. um I went through the whole process, all the interviews, drug tests, background checks. Like, I don't know how many I went through. I got hired and they would never give me dates. Okay. So what did I do? I just so happened to be in touch with an old friend from my old job, and a job that I left, like, burning the damn bridge I was standing on. I left, I was a bit out of pocket there, I didn't have to do I didn't have to go out like that, you know what I mean? But I did. And I did have some deep down regrets for that, because I was at that employer for a very long time. But they were in desperate need of an employee, and by some grace of God, they hired me, and I didn't even care. I was just happy I had a start date, because I had vowed, whoever gives me a start date, that's where I'm going to go work. No, it's not my ideal job. But what am I supposed to do? Sit at home and do nothing? I literally got hired at eight jobs, which that's never happened to me my whole lifetime, ever. And, so I took that as a sign, like, I need to make amends with these people. These people were good to me for a very long time. I was able to do big things while employed at this place. I shouldn't have left the way I left, because I let a lot of things happen to me while I worked there, and I didn't say anything. I just took it. So at the end, I blew up. I blew a gasket. Okay. I burned a bridge down. Okay. And that was my own fault. Okay. So luckily, which is crazy, I mean, God works in mysterious ways. I actually like working there, because I'm a people person. I like people. And of course, I didn't need any training. So of course, the manager loved that. But, it ended up being to where they ended up paying me more than these other jobs that hired me, which were like manager position, supervisor position. And this job, just a regular clerical job, friggin' hired me, and they're paying me more. But that was because of my work ethic. Yeah, I left the way I left, but I had a sick ass work ethic. Okay. Anyways, so why do we have to crucify people? Why do we have to place so much judgment on people and assume things we know nothing about? All of it is ignorance. We're putting our 2 cents where nobody even asked about it. But I took it on the chin, and I'm like, okay, all right, these people are assuming I just fucked up my whole life, but I didn't. I'm actually thriving. You know what I mean? Not thriving. I'm not where I want to be. I still have a ways to go, but it was, it was definitely a life change. I did learn a lot about myself. I had to humble myself. My pride and ego died, burned, everything, but, it's okay. It's okay. Because I am a whole new person, and visibly I look different. Visibly people can tell that, I'm a happy person. Before, I didn't even recognize myself. I didn't. And are all those people gonna apologize to me? The ones that were, giving me advice about Jesus and whatnot, like I don't talk to them on a daily basis? No, they're not. Because people don't do that. People don't apologize and say, oh, you were right. You were right this whole time. You knew exactly what you were doing. You do know how to survive on your own. Nobody is going to tell you that. Nobody will tell you that, as a matter of fact. But you know what? That's okay. Because that's how life is. No, it's not fair that I was judged harshly, but that's just how life is. For some reason, we see somebody falling down a hill, rather than go and help them, or try and pick them up, or prevent them from falling. We push them down, and we record it, and we yell, "World star hip hop," while we're filming. Like, that's what we do as a society, and we shouldn't. You should never ever look down on somebody, ever. We are all equal people. We're all equals. The only time you should be looking down on a person is when you're helping them up off the floor. Drops mic. Drops mic. Anyway, so I just wanted to bring that up. And no, I don't hold any grudges with anybody, because I knew they were wrong for what they were saying about me. But that's okay. Hopefully they learn next time they hear rumors, you know, they won't go along with it. But probably not, because as a society we're fucked, you know. We're screwed in some ends and some parts of it, you know. But hopefully one by one we can change everybody, right, for the better. Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta make these videos short because, you know, then they're gonna get lost in space again. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.